too hard.
Welcome to Pure Power Wrestling PowerSlam. My name is Kevin Farrell, and tonight, in the moment you've all been waiting for, Chris Parrish and the Irishman one-on-one, last man standing. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste a moment. Let's go to the ring. And here we see, making his way to the ring, ready for war, Chris Parrish, the Monster Pro Wrestling Provincial Championship over his shoulder. This man beats people up, wins titles everywhere he goes, and the Irishman is going to be in for a hell of a fight tonight if he hopes to put Chris Parrish down for the count of 10. And now, ladies and gentlemen, remember, the only way to win this match, no rules, no pinfalls, no submissions, no disqualifications, and no countouts. The only way to win is to put your opponent down, to beat him down so badly that he cannot answer the referee's 10 count and get back to his feet. The only way to win this match is by a 10 count knockout, and Chris Parrish looks about as ready as he has ever looked for anything in his life. And Parrish, you see disrespect, absolute disrespect shown to a PPW official, ripping that MPW Provincial Championship out of our referee Curtis's hands. And Chris Parrish getting into it with our PPW fans.
And his opponent, weighing in at 287 pounds, and coming from Shannon, Ireland, the Irishman.
And we await the arrival of the Irishman, looking to put Chris Parrish down, take Chris Parrish out. This has been a rivalry over a year in the making. Since Chris Parrish was leading the One World Empire to dominance in PPW. These two men have been at each other's throats, and it all ends tonight, ladies and gentlemen. There are no rules, there are no disqualifications, no pinfalls, no submissions. As the Irishman makes his way to the ring, this is going to be brutal, this is going to be violent, and only one man will walk out the victor in this match. Irishman absolutely beloved by these PPW fans. And staring a hole through Chris Parrish. Absolutely no fear in the eyes of the Irishman. He looks like he is ready to go. He is ready for a fight with Chris Parrish. Parrish, as you can see, not dressed for a wrestling match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is in his street clothes. He is ready to go. He is ready to throw hands, and he is ready for a war with Irishman. Referee Curtis calls for the bell. And these two men nose to nose in the center of the ring. There is the bell. We are officially underway, in a disrespectful pie face, followed up by a shove from the Irishman. Well, neither of these men coming into this match with much respect, and just as I thought, these two men exchanging center of the ring, going at it. Irishman with a knee to the gut and a forearm across the back. Irishman with a chop. Irishman staying on top here. Irish whip. Chris Parrish ducks a clothesline. Follows it up with a kick to the gut. Looking for the parachute. Irishman reverses, looking for the IRA. Both of these men know each other so well. Another kick to the gut. Chris Parrish looking for a neck breaker. Irishman swings through, and Irishman with a clothesline right over the top rope. Chris Parrish down and out on the floor. These two men, as I said, know each other so well. They know each other's movesets. They know what each other are capable of. They have gone to war a number of times all across Alberta. And tonight they look to take each other out as the Irishman, with Chris Parrish's head right off the seat of the chair. Irishman clearing out some chairs. What does he have in mind here? Forearm across the back. And Parrish head first off a table. There is no give to these tables, folks. Hard Irish whip face first into the wall. Chris Parrish is down. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you as referee Curtis begins his count, walk up to a wall in your house, give it a knock, see how solid that is. That is what Chris Parrish was Irish whipped by a 280-pound man, face first into, as Parrish somehow managing to fight back. And shots to the gut. Elbow, the point of the elbow, right to the forehead of the Irishman, and it sends the Irishman running. As Chris Parrish following up with a chair. And I mean, knocking the seat off the chair and using that seat as a weapon. Assaulting the Irishman. These fans raining down boos on Chris Parrish. Not fans of Chris Parrish, and a boot to the face. I mean, it is not pretty, folks, but it is effective. A boot right to the chin. And you see the Irishman down as referee Curtis begins his count.
4, 5.
Referee up to a 6 already. Irishman slow to get back to his feet, and Chris Parrish tries to get right back on top, eats an elbow from the Irishman, and the head off the ring apron. And Irishman with the shillelagh to the back of the knee. Chris Parrish, the pain you see in his face, and using the shillelagh like a baseball bat across the shoulder blades of Chris Parrish. And a boot to the ribs. The Irishman has been in some wild brawls, some of the most insane fights I have ever seen, and he is going to give Chris Parrish everything he's got tonight as he continues to use that shillelagh as a weapon. Parrish looks like he may be heading for the hills here. Looks like he may be heading to the back, may have had enough. Irishman with a whip, and Chris Parrish face first, almost through our cameraman, but off that solid steel post. There is absolutely no give to these posts, ladies and gentlemen. They are solid steel, and Chris Parrish just ran face first right into it. As he appears to be trying to escape, trying to roll under the ring. On his hands and knees, Parrish back up to his feet. Referee's count of 7. Irishman in hot pursuit. Parrish's head once again off the apron. The edge of that ring, the hardest part of the wrestling ring. No give where steel meets wood. And I mean, Chris Parrish's head right off that space, that ring apron. As Irishman follows him into the ring, we are going to take this action back into the ring. What does Chris Parrish have in mind here? He's got he had the Irishman's vest in his hand. It looks like he dropped it, and Irishman back in control here, raining down elbows. Hard Irish whip, and Chris Parrish right down onto his face. Parrish is down, the referee checking him, and begins his count. Parrish has to answer a 10 count or this match will be over already, ladies and gentlemen. Irishman standing by with the shillelagh. Chris Parrish using the ropes to help him get back to his feet. Now Irishman's got him set up. And a Russian leg sweep with the shillelagh across the throat. A little bit of added insult to injury, using that shillelagh across the throat with the Russian leg sweep. And I mean, Chris Parrish is down, and Irishman not content just to let Parrish stay down, uses the shillelagh across the ankle, looking to injure Parrish in this match and make sure he cannot answer that referee's 10 count. And Parrish once again using the ropes to help himself up, and Parrish now with it appeared to be a rake to the eye. Chris Parrish taking a water break. Absolute disrespect for the Irishman there, and spits water into the eyes of the Irishman, following it up with a flying splash in the corner. Parrish somehow back on top, and a running knee to the jaw. Irishman down in the ring. Referee's going to begin his count. Perhaps bringing this match back into the ring was a poor choice for both of these men, knowing that the ring ropes are right there, able to help prop themselves up. When they were on the floor, they had nothing but their own power to stand up with. And Parrish with a side kick to the ribs. Oh, and an uppercut to the throat as he begins choking Irishman with his own shillelagh. Irishman trying his best to fight back, but I mean, being choked out by Chris Parrish. And shillelagh to the chest. Irishman is hurt, folks. He is down. The referee will begin his 10 count, and Chris Parrish is just going to wait, just going to take his time, bide his time, enjoy what he's doing.
4, 5,
Parrish now on the outside.
6,
Lining Irishman up, and a shillelagh to the back of the head. Irishman could be out, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to take a brief commercial break. Folks, I for one do not want to miss the conclusion of this match, so let's very quickly thank the sponsors that help make PPW possible each and every week, starting of course with Backbreaker Media, the Flamin Group of Companies, RPH Irrigation Services Limited, the Smokehouse Barbecue and Bar, official after-party location of PPW. Party Central Party Supplies, Pizza Hut, Logic Lumber, Adventure Boot Camp, Sam's Donaires and Hamburgers, New Light Electric, and of course, King of Trade, where you can get your tickets as PPW returns Saturday, February 17th. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the ring for the conclusion of this match. Chris Parrish standing on the outside. I mean, he has just knocked the Irishman in the back of the head. You can see the referee in the background. His count is up, but the Irishman using those ropes to prop himself back up, and Parrish drops the back of the leg across the back of the head of the Irishman. Throat first across the ropes. Irishman is back down. Our referee will once again begin his count. Is it all over for the Irishman in this match? Referee up to 4, 5. Parrish now breaking the referee's count off the ropes, and a senton, a running senton from Chris Parrish. Clearly didn't think he had the Irishman down. Breaking the referee's count. And I mean, the referee once again breaking his count, and knee to the head. More punishment from Chris Parrish to the Irishman. He wants to make sure there is no doubt in anybody's mind who is the winner in this match as Chris Parrish climbs to the top rope. What does Parrish have in mind? Perched up top. And a beautiful elbow drop right to the heart of the Irishman. And telling the referee to count. Irishman could be out cold from that beautiful, picture-perfect flying elbow from Chris Parrish. And I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I have long disliked Chris Parrish, but the beating he's not only taking, but giving to the Irishman, one of the toughest men I have ever seen in this match. I mean, he is earning my respect here in PPW. Irishman using those ropes in that corner to prop himself back up as Parrish begins raining down blows. This match still going on. Neither man able to keep the other down for a count of 10. Chris Parrish signaling for another knee, and a knee to the face, right under the jaw. I mean, a knockout blow to any other man, but the Irishman is no normal man, one of the toughest men you're ever gonna meet. As Chris Parrish lines him up again, nobody home. Chris Parrish eats a face full of turnbuckle. Irishman up, and IRA! Chris Parrish down, center of the ring, both men down. Referee, I mean, he's got to begin his count here. There is no way we can possibly have a no contest in this match. Irishman back up to his feet. Chris Parrish still down. Referee up to a count of 5. 6, and Chris Parrish just beginning to stir. Parrish using the ropes once again to help himself get up off the mat. And Irishman with a brutal kick up right, I mean, into those floating ribs, into the stomach area. Chris Parrish, I mean, you hear him wheezing. That'll drive the wind out of you as Irishman with an overhand right to the head of Chris Parrish. And now tying him up in the ropes, and the Irishman can do just about whatever he wants. The referee not able to count. Chris Parrish isn't down. Irishman with a knee to the gut, and now going right back to that shillelagh. What is he going to do? He's going to torture Parrish with a shot with a shillelagh. Repeated shots from the Irishman. Irishman now freeing Chris Parrish. He's got to get him on the mat for the referee to begin his count. And Parrish down. Referee Curtis begins the count up to 2. And this could be it. I mean, knees, fists, repeated shots with that shillelagh. That could be it. But Chris Parrish rolls out to the floor and onto his feet. And folks, that's going to break the referee's count. As the Irishman off the apron with a double axe handle to the back of Parrish. Irishman, what's he doing? He's setting Chris Parrish up. These fans want to see Irishman finish Parrish in this match. And what does Irishman have in mind? Lining up, and a boot! A flying drop kick from the Irishman to the side of the head of Parrish. Parrish is down in the ring. Irishman on the outside. And just taking his time. He knows he has beaten Parrish down. I mean, he can take his time getting back in the ring, but look at this. Parrish using the Irishman's pants. He will not stay down. He will not die. And Irishman raining down more blows. All the respect in the world to Chris Parrish, ladies and gentlemen. He will not die in this match as Irishman plants him with a spine buster. Picture perfect. Arn Anderson-like spine buster. Irishman calls for the end. What does he have in mind here? He has got Chris Parrish set up in the center of the ring. Referee not counting. Irishman is not done here. Well, we do not see Irishman go high risk very often. Irishman up to the second rope. This could be disastrous for the Irishman. He's got Parrish down. Second rope moonsault from the Irishman. That is a 280-pound moonsault. Chris Parrish moved out of the way and drops the Irishman with the MPW Provincial Championship. Both men down. Irishman down. Parrish trying his best to use those ropes to prop him up. Rolls out to the floor, up onto his feet. The referee will count that as up. Irishman could be done in this match. Referee up to 8. And the Irishman back to his feet. And you see Chris Parrish here in the background with those steps. What exactly does he have in mind? Parrish, it looks like he's trying to bring those steel ring steps into the ring. I mean, folks, those steps are not light. Those steps are extremely heavy. Often takes 2+ men just to bring him into the building, and Parrish, he's having a lot of trouble lifting those up, trying to get them under the bottom rope, but they will not go. What exactly does Parrish have in mind with those steps? I mean, they won't go under the bottom rope. What is he going to do? And Parrish, I mean, stalling here for a moment. What exactly does he have in mind? He's got a box cutter, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this, I understand, well, going to the turnbuckle, removing the padding from the top turnbuckle, exposing that steel hook that holds the ropes onto the ring as the Irishman slowly but surely makes his way to his feet. And Parrish, he's got him set up, thinking parachute, and drops the Irishman head first. The referee begins his count as Parrish, once again, what is he doing? Trying to bring those steps into the ring. I mean, those steps are not a weapon, ladies and gentlemen. Those are steel ring steps made to get our competitors in and out of the ring. And Parrish now, I mean, he's struggling with the steps. As I said, very, very heavy. Often takes 2+ men to get them into the building. As Parrish now, he's going to try to bring them up over the top rope. Every bit of power Parrish has got, and not able to do it. Every bit of adrenaline here. Parrish must be running just on adrenaline. And I mean, demanding our PPW official Curtis help him bring those steps into the ring. I mean, what does Parrish have in mind here as he shoves Curtis out of the way? Those ring steps in the ring, solid steel ring steps. I mean, what are we going to see here from Chris Parrish? This, as he hits the Irishman with a shillelagh. Folks, there is professional wrestling, and then there's what we're seeing here. This could very well be going too far. I mean, he is going to look to permanently injure the Irishman in this match. And nobody wants to see a personal injury as he drives the Irishman neck first across those steps. Irishman's down. Irishman is down and out, and Chris Parrish has won this match if he wants to. Referee up to a count of 5, and the Irishman, just like Parrish earlier, will not die. Still trying to get back to his feet. And Parrish, what is he doing here? Shots to the back of the Irishman. Held up on those ring steps. And folks, I don't know what to say. I've never seen anything quite like this before in my life. Chris Parrish adjusting the Irishman. I'm not sure what he has in mind. The referee will not start counting. Well, while the Irishman is on his feet, as Chris Parrish continues to feed shots to the Irishman. And Irishman laying down on top of those steps. What in the world is Parrish doing? No. I mean, the referee, he's got to step in here. Chris Parrish, he's not only going to hurt the Irishman, he's going to hurt himself. He could end the Irishman's career right here in this match with whatever in the hell he has in mind. Off the top rope to those steps. Folks, I don't know if I can watch this. Chris Parrish perched up high. High risk for Parrish. And what does he have in mind? Irishman back to his feet. Parrish off the top, and Irishman moves. Chris Parrish. I mean, nobody home. Ribs first into those steel ring steps. I mean, we could be looking at broken ribs. We could be looking at the end of Chris Parrish as he flops down onto the mat. Our referee begins the 10 count. The Irishman needs the top rope just to hold himself up. This has been carnage, ladies and gentlemen. Referee Curtis up to 6, 7 now. Chris Parrish hasn't even stirred. 9, And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It is all over. Your winner of this match. I mean, barely able to stand himself, the Irishman. A brutal, absolutely unreal fight between these two men. An Irishman calling for a mic. What does he have to say here?
Shut the music off. The whole time this match has been going on, all I've been hearing is, "Get up, Irish! Come on, Irish, get up!" Am I going? Because I got lucky. I'm not gonna lie to any of you. You all saw that Parrish just whipped my ass. From bell to bell. From the minute this match started, Parrish, you went toe to toe with me. And that is not easy to do, and all of you know that. Look at the size of him. Look at the size of me. I don't care what anybody says here. I don't care what anybody says back there. Parrish. No, I'm not even gonna go Parrish. Chris, you have 100% earned my respect. You and I don't always see eye to eye, Parrish. Everybody knows that. But Chris, tonight, what you did in this ring, in front of these people, to me, to the guys in the back, you will always have a 6'3", 280-pound, beer-drinking Irishman watching your back. I don't offer my hand very often.
Well, a moment I thought I'd never see, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Parrish and the Irishman shaking hands and embracing in the center of the ring, folks. I don't even know what to think. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, thank you for joining us. My name is Kevin Farrell. All I can say is tune in next week.